Hello and welcome along to AVFTS Extra. I hope you're well. Whenever you're watching this video, make sure you smash a like on this channel, subscribe to it as well, and get in the comment section on this Chelsea story. Because, quite frankly, I don't like saying this, but Chelsea, they've caught my attention. And they've got me worried. They've got me a little bit nervous. And they've got me scared. Because they look like they are going to be the real deal this summer and into this season. Chelsea are strengthening and they're strengthening quickly and they're not messing around. They are addressing the fundamental issues and problems that they had last season. Finding a goal scorer, finding a line and having depth in that position, as well as tweaking and adding additions elsewhere. Maresca, Chelsea, they ain't messing. They're here to do ball this season. And that frustrates me. That pains me as someone who has enjoyed the demise of Chelsea in the last few seasons, seen them fall down the echelons of the Football League, watched them finish measly positions like 8th in seasons before. But yet Chelsea found themselves back in the big time. They found themselves back in the Champions League, and they've now found themselves flying in the Club World Cup. And it does seem that regrettably things are getting back on track for Chelsea. Don't get me wrong, there still could be a derailing. There still could be problems. They still haven't ironed out certain issues, such as the one glaringly obvious one, the goalkeeper. But Chelsea are making moves and they're doing it early. And quite frankly, as I said, they've got me worried. So let's talk about it. Joao Pedro, let's not beat around the bush. It has been confirmed from none other. I'm sure many of you have seen this news today, but if you haven't for the first time, here it is. Joao Pedro to Chelsea, exclusive. Here we go. Agreement done, club to club for fee of excess of 50 million. Now, one thing I must say, Brighton, pretty good at fleecing certain football clubs, Chelsea, for money. And Brighton certainly get every penny's worth they can. 50 million for Joao Pedro, I'm going to say it first. And other people may not have. I think Chelsea have had the pants pulled down a bit. I think Brighton have played an absolute blinder, and they'll use that money well and reinvest again. 50 million, people, let that one sink in. Second of all, Joao will travel on Tuesday for medical tests and contract signing ready for FIFA Club World Cup. Now, that bit interests me. Because that one is saying to me, he's going to be playing a part in it. Whether he's allowed to register or what, I want to know. But yeah, an interesting addition, a late addition in that from Joao Pedro to Chelsea squad. And so again, I've sat there and gone, Chelsea? Yeah, you're doing bits, aren't you? You're doing bits. Because they've had a fundamental issue with the number 9. It's not worked out. They've tried Jackson, they've tried Noni Madueke, they've tried other options, and simply they haven't found that formula. Nicholas Jackson's career looks finished, dusted, done at Chelsea now after his shocking red card in the Club World Cup. I think Enzo Maresca's washed his hands with him. And of course, Nkunku, it was just never to be at Chelsea. That was, again, a move that never looked right, never felt right. And when you saw the rumours in January of Nkunku to Manchester United and Garnacho the other way, you sort of knew that door was done and dusted with Christopher Nkunku and Chelsea. So, look, but what scares me even more about Chelsea is the fact that this isn't the only striking option they've signed. They've also signed Liam Delap just before the Club World Cup started, and they got a number 9 in for the tournament. He's gone there and already scored a goal for Chelsea in the Club World Cup. So they're addressing the issue, and they've gone and landed the money, and they've gone and paid up straight away, Chelsea. Delap, Joao Pedro, we need our 9s, and there we go. That's a club who are meaning business. That is a club who is looking to iron out issues, and that is a club who I think are telling most of the Premier League, watch out for us. Let's go to Joao Pedro stats quickly then and have a look at these. This is Joao Pedro's stats. Make up your mind on this, how you see it. But of course, last year in the Premier League, Joao Pedro, 27 games, 10 goals, 6 assists. Not bad. 16 GA out of 27. The only thing you could question is his temperament, 4 yellows and a red. They've already had problems with Nicholas Jackson, and in that regards, they won't want to repeat. And again, with that Brazilian flair of Joao Pedro, you just never know. The season before, again, 31 games, 9 goals, 3 assists, a combination GA of 12. So this guy, again, has hit double figures GA, but is he more than just goals and assists? Is he someone that actually, when you watch him play at 23 years old, has a really good eye, a really good flair, and a very creative player? A player that actually is very hard to mark, very hard to navigate, and someone who can interlink and get in the lines. Someone who can also go stand on the last man and playing behind. A very tricky and difficult player. But what I would say is, again, the questions over his ability. He's played for Fluminense, he's played for Watford, he's played for Brighton. Now, is he good enough for a top team like Chelsea to be challenging for a Premier League title and for battling on the Champions League? Well, that one we'll have to wait and see. But what I do say about this, again, is that I think personally, Chelsea have looked at Liverpool, have looked at Arsenal. Both are moving mad in the market. We've seen Liverpool go and get Frimpong, Kirkes, Wirtz, trying to get the Isak situation sorted out. You've then got Arsenal, Zubamendi, Norgard, Mosquera making moves. And Chelsea going, we're not waiting around here. We're not playing second fiddle. I haven't even talked about Man City yet. And their early additions with Cherki, Aitnori, Rangers. The big four are moving. The big four are doing their thing. And they're strengthening quickly. And it's leaving Man United, it's leaving Tottenham behind, and anyone else like Aston Villa and Newcastle for dead. This is what I mean about a good transfer window. So, again, Enzo Maresca winning the Conference League has given himself that time, he's given himself that backing, he's given himself that prestige, and qualifying for Champions League. But what we will say is this. This isn't the only move they're making. As you can see here as well, Fabrizio announced again yesterday that Gittens has completed the main part of his medical as new Chelsea players pan 55 million done. Chelsea dropping bombs. 50 mil for Joao Pedro, 55 for Gittens. Delap again cost a fair amount of wedge. Chelsea are looking at already 150 million around in this transfer window, and it's only just begun. What I'm seeing from Chelsea right now is a team who wants to assemble their squad quickly, urgently, but will probably add more as well at the end of this window. And the one position that I'll be worried about is if Chelsea go and sign a top goalkeeper. If they upgrade in that position, then you will see a video from me on this channel starting to talk about Chelsea and title contenders. And again, as someone who's enjoyed Chelsea's demise, as someone who's enjoyed Chelsea struggling, and seeing a fan base completely at civil war at times, this ain't a good look for me. Appreciate it though. If you are a Chelsea fan, let me know your thoughts, your feelings and emotions on this. If you're not a Chelsea fan, let me know your thoughts. Do you share the same views as I do? Thank you for watching this video. Big up to each and every single one of you. I'm out of here. Ta-da.